shit. Let's just get that better. There we go. Alright, well, good fucking news. Album's near enough like all sorted, so that's actually pretty good. There is some slight technical difficulties, such as I want to make. Well, I've got 11 songs out of the 13 that I want onto the album, but then the problem is that I want to, as I said, keep it at 13, but we've only got 11, so I still need to finish one song, and then that will take it up to 12, and then another song which would take it up to 13. But then this is the thing, is that I want to actually put a bonus track in there, because I've literally been saying about it being like in production for fuck knows how long. Like, I don't know if anyone's actually heard it or not, so I'm going to play a snippet, and by a snippet I literally mean a fucking snippet, but I've just got to find it first. Well, it's got 6 views, so like, I don't know if anyone's going to have actually heard it watching this video, but yeah, let me just turn it down and get to about, let's get to a minute in, and get to a minute in, and turn it up all the way so you can actually hear it.
Chance to live and regret or oppress it. Nah, fuck it, we'll put him in a pit and straight beheaded. Sitting there thinking that I care, home with the troops. Nah, fuck that, I'll run you out of your own fucking crew. On my ones, cause I don't need no motherfucking gun like.
Alright, so that's the bonus track that I've had the audio for fuck knows how long, but because I actually want to make a music video for it, I've not actually released it as such, because I feel like if I release it with just a blank screen, then y'all ain't gonna fucking really vibe with the blank screen. As where if I actually invest in it like I have done, like paying £150 for a 5-foot long sword, and like literal £120 for a fucking 6-foot tall dummy, and some like couple of gallons of fake blood and some fake intestines, like, you know what I mean? I still need to get my own fucking costume, and then I also need to get the these platform boots that I'm actually going to wear, because I want to be able to make myself look bigger than actual reality. Like, in reality, I'm about 6 foot on a good day, like if the girls ask, but if the man them ask, they'll turn around and try and call me 5'5", when in reality I'm closer to being 6 foot than I am to being 5'5". So yeah, it's one of them ones. So it's like I want to like captivate what like a warrior type being would be, and I'll stand by this to this day, is that I have a certain condition where I can't actually break down a lot of things, but yet I still grew to just under 6 foot. Like, bear this in mind. I was supposed to be the same height as my father. My father's like 5'5", 5'7". I dwarf him, and my mum midget. Like, I dwarf both of them. But yeah, one of the reasons why I genuinely think that this is just a funny little segue story, but I'll get back into the main point in a second. But yeah, the reason why I am doing this is because I want it to be like wow, like fucking like certain camera angle to make it look even bigger than actual reality type situation, because I'm going to be wearing like 6-inch platforms, and then literally going to be like fucking having the camera like kind of pointed up the way like that, so then it makes me look huge, because that's generally what I want. Because there was actually a time when I was a little baby, not a child, not a toddler, a baby, where the hospital said that, like, when they saw me, because of how big my feet were as a baby, they literally said to my mum and her parents that, yeah, he's going to be way over 6 foot. That was before all of like the medical sides got like sorted out, and then they fucking turned around and said, actually, no, he's not going to be that tall, because, or he's actually got a problem with him where he can't fucking like like eat a lot of things, which then significantly stunts someone's growth. If like they can't actually get the proper vitamins and quite a lot of stuff in it, then they're not really going to grow to be their maximum potential. But like, I remember my nan saying to me that there was a time in her family, um, where every one of the men was averaging 6'4" for a short time. And she always says to this day, I think that's where your height actually comes from, is from that side of the family, because realistically, you shouldn't be this tall. Like, your mother is like 5 foot nothing, and your father is, for a man, he's 5 foot nothing as well. So the fact that you're this tall is just, it must be their genes, not theirs, type thing. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I want to do that. But more to the point, back to the album, is that I have got 9 songs that are meaningful so far on the album. Bearing in mind, the cutoff is 13 songs. Cutoff is 13 songs, and then I've still got one to actually finish up and then put on there, and then I've got another one to actually make and then put on there. So that would be 13. But then if I add that, what I just played, that will be 14. Yeah. But I do feel like I want to put that on. But then the problem for me is like I've got 9 meaningful tracks on the album out of 13 tracks. So 9 tracks having meaning is where the other like 3 or 4 would be like kind of, you know what I mean, kind of just meh, like with no substance. Like I was just saying to myself, like, the less songs that are filler on an album, the better. The less filler songs on an album, the better. But then this is the problem. This is actually the problem, is because I genuinely like want to have more meaningful songs on there than non-meaningful, as one would. But then the situation being with that is that I don't know whether to call what I just played to y'all. I don't know whether to like call that like a non-meaningful song or what. But like, this is the thing, is like the first 2 tracks is literally like fucking, oh yeah, like, oh, I'm fucking bad to the bone, like I'm a gangbang, like type of shit. You know what I mean? Not actually that, but that level of genre of music. So it's like those 2 things just, they're kind of fucking just meh, just on there type thing. So the last thing I want to do is then finish up this other song, which was actually a diss track for someone like years ago, which I never actually ended up getting around to. But now that I've actually taken the time, it's like I can't really like say safely that I want to have a whole song on there that's gonna be a situation of where it's like, right, cool. So I've got 9 meaningful tracks, and then you add the one that I've still yet to actually make, like it's not even being written right now. That would then boost it up to 10 songs that are like got meaning behind them, as where if I do the other ones, then it would be like 3 tracks of complete inconsequential, not inconsequential, in like just really like very meh. Like the best way I can describe it is that like songs where the artist is just bragging, 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 bragging. I like a bragging song. Like let's just call it that. Like you've got one, two, three bragging songs, but then the the bonus what I just played to y'all, like I it's not one of those types of songs, but then it's like it's not one of those like proper deep, meaningful, like oh my fucking god type songs either. So it's like I don't know like what to do with it, but in actual reality, it's probably going to be I'm going to finish making the diss track, which now is not even really a diss track. It's just a unreleased song so far. So once that's done and recorded, then obviously I'm going to be putting the album out, but like not once that one song's done, but once I've finished writing the diss track thing, then I've got to then go and make a completely new song, find a new instrumental, like write from scratch for the lyrics, and then that one's going to take the most amount of time. But then once that one's done, then it's just a situation of do I want to put on the bonus track, which was what I just played to you, and like if I had to say right now, I'm not sure, but what I will say is that later down the line, when I've actually finished the last song, then I'll more than likely probably like say a good 80 to 90% chance that I will put what I just played to y'all onto the album as well as a little bonus. So it's technically we'll have 13 tracks where three could. I'm going to be straight up with y'all. Like three are skippable, but then I'll let y'all make that conclusion yourselves because for all I know, y'all would like prefer those over the 9 songs that have got meaning, but I doubt it. And yeah, so um, yeah, 3 songs that are possibly like basic songs, like bragging songs, and then 9 to possibly 10, no, 10 to possibly 11 meaningful songs because I've not decided whether that one that I just played to y'all is like important like all the other ones, or you know what I mean. So just let's just say for now it's going to be 10 meaningful songs with 3 being bragging songs and then 1 just floating around in the void in between like bragging song and like being a deep meaningful song. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to get going. You know who it is. KMC all fucking day, the killer MC, this side of the sea, the coldest MC. You already know who the fuck it is. Free Palestine, free Congo, free Sudan. EST for life. Everyone stands together no matter the weather. You getting what I'm saying? We're fucking looking for world peace. If it ain't world peace, then we don't fucking want it. You know how we roll.